and you guys will be able to hear it all. No commentary from me. Carlos wins the lag. It's a 6-5 race between Tony Confalone and Carlos Avalos. We're at the 6,000 added BCA PL Southwest Regional Championships here in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Honey.
Yeah, it's on both. Yeah, we're at Fort McDowell Hotel and Casino. Well, the Radisson is the hotel, and they have a conference center. That's what we're in right now.
Yeah, the room's huge. It didn't look like when I showed up the other day to pay them. Again, it didn't look like there was that many tables. Ugh. Man, the scratches will kill you on the bar table since it's ball in hand anywhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I found that out my third match.
I mean, you gotta bet on the guy running out, you know,
Yeah, totally.
with an open table like this. Well, it's probably gonna start off with the 2-ball, I would think, right?
Yeah, if he's gonna take solids.
I'll take the 2-ball on the side first. Or in the corner, either or.
Sorry, guys, chewing gum.
I'm blaming it on Nick. He's chomping away over here.
Sorry. Yes, sir.
It's Trident. It's not.
Hey, don't tell him I'm cheating.
See, to me, this is like such a simple ball. Why would I shoot this with ball in hand, you know?
No. I'm chewing good gum. I'm chewing yours. You better have a stack for me when I come out there.
I got that take 5. Is that? I think that's Wrigley's, isn't it? Let me check.
Right? Take 5? It is. That's what he gives me.
Yeah. Sounds like he's eating pizza.
Sorry, guys.
See, this is a smarter shot. He was gonna open up with that 4-ball in the side pocket, but you know, I mean, it's just, you know, you got.
Yeah, you have to get around it.
Yeah, he was gonna shoot that 4 on the side, but you got to either shoot.
No, he's not.
I like this shot, just shooting.
Yeah.
This is a better shot than even shooting.
Yeah, because if he stops it, he has the 2-ball, and then he can shoot
roll
the 4 and get the ball down table.
Hey, Spanky, how you doing, buddy? No, it's ball in hand anywhere. That's the rules for this tournament.
Actually, they
those
changed
rules.
it in
BCA,
July. Yeah, they changed
all
it a couple
BCA
months back.
rules.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be in the kitchen, but now it's anywhere on the table, which I think is good because, you know, sometimes the guy breaks and scratches and doesn't break them open well, and then you got to shoot from in the kitchen. It's kind of
I think it's
speeds it up
it's like
too.
yeah, but I mean, if you're playing a great player and you scratch, you're automatically you should just not even. You should just rack the balls.
Yeah.
Get ball in hand everywhere.
And that could be the same for 9-ball too if the balls are open. So.
No, totally.
You know. I guess it would have been in the past few months then, because.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I found that out my third match, that it was ball in hand anywhere. good shot.
Yeah. He's gonna get out here for sure.
See, that's the thing why I don't like breaking hard. Is the scratch just kills you. I'd rather my opponent just work for them to get out.
They knock your action, George. He did it to me last night. I had a 6. He was ready to play me 9-7. He knocked me. Watch out for that George guy. He can play.
Yeah.
That's funny. Somebody called the pool room on you. Well, it's 1-0. Tony Confalone. It's still a race to 5 because it's a 6-5 race.
Yeah. It all just comes down to the break. Like when Mitch was breaking against me, he really got. He made balls, but everything was spread open. He really didn't have to break out anything.
Yeah,
it was all stop shots. It's just luck of the break, and you also have to play good right after that, though.
How's everybody's audio and video out there? Cool, good to hear.
I think they'll be good if they can hear me chewing gum.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a 6-5 race. Tony's a master and Carlos is an advanced player. So it's
Yes,
a race
they
to 5
do.
from here.
The winner plays me.
Final should be around 3 from what I see on the board.
Hey, you know what? It does. But in the same point, I'd rather somebody work for their out than for me to break and make like a couple balls or break and scratch and it's ball on hand wherever and they can run out. Where I'd rather them, hey, bust out the stack, actually get out how they're supposed to and not get a lucky roll. I don't care who beats me, but if they beat me that way, I think it's better than me breaking hard and scratching. Cost me 3 games against Mitch. Yeah, that was actually a fun game.
Look at Mikey. Oh, now he's trying to... Ooh.
No, I don't play one pocket. One pocket, I break it hard. Mitch was talking to me yesterday. He's all, Nick, I think you got the games mixed up. He's all, 8-ball, you break soft. One pocket, you shatter them. I think you have the games mixed up.
So, Mike, what would you back Mitch against Nick, giving Nick some weight and 10-ball or something?
No, I don't play one pocket. I will definitely use some 10-ball though.
On Saturdays, so every Saturday of the week?
I'll take the 7 in the breaks from Mitch.
7 in the breaks playing 10-ball?
Oh, actually, I'll take that. I'll take the 8 in the breaks.
The 7 was better.
Well, I was talking about 9-ball, but...
Yeah.
I know. I just... I can play, a couple games in one pocket or an hour or so, and then I just get bored after that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I still think, still not an easy out from here. You know what I mean?
Just a little bit. Yeah. It's...
I was gonna say, you know, Mitch could get action with Scott. I heard the game was 10-7, one pocket.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
And Scott offered him the 7-ball for whatever he wanted to bet.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight.
It
7-ball
is.
playing 9-ball given to Mitch, but
He offered me the last 4 in the breaks. 8 ahead for like 2,000. He knows I don't have the dough.
I think you'd do pretty well in that game.
I would like to play that game.
Yeah.
Yes. He offered Mitch the 7 for whatever he wants to play for.
Yeah, that game. I don't know. That's crazy. That's a lot of weight. It's like, you know, Mitch playing this. You know, I mean, he running to the 7-ball for Mitch ain't too difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know. No, I will.
He just wants a game, I think.
I think.
He wants
I think anybody will tell you Scott giving Mitch the 7-ball playing 9 balls a fair game and 10-7 in one pocket too. I mean, you know, there's a lot of people who will bet on Mitch with Mitch getting 10-7 from Scott.
Well, I mean,
Both those handicaps.
I
people
can
will
put
bet
up
on
for
Mitch.
Mitch, you know, like if I had the dough, I'd be staking Mitch against Scott to try that game. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to. Just like if I had the cash, I have to try the last 4 in the breaks playing Scott.
I'd like to see them play a set of one pocket and a set of 9-ball with those handicaps. I think it'd just be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Trust me, Mike, I would be betting on Scott, but I wouldn't be betting the farm. I'd be betting pretty cheap, actually, because that's that's a lot of weight. Oh, I'm jib-jabbing. Looks like Carlos is running out here. Well, Mike, just ask around what people think about Mitch playing Scott 10-7 or Mitch playing Scott with a 7-ball, playing 9-ball. So I think a lot of people would tell you that it's a good game and that Mitch is fully capable of winning it.
No, that was actually he offered Mitch the 7-ball before Mitch stopped playing.
Yeah, it was when Mitch was playing regularly. So
Yeah. It wasn't like yeah. Yeah, it wasn't that like he just offered it to him because he hasn't been playing. He offered it to him when Mitch was playing.
yeah, he did. I remember when he did, and
Yeah.
you know, and if you were gonna back Mitch, he would definitely take it seriously and probably practice for a week or two before they.
Oh no,
played,
totally.
you know?
Yeah, he would put a solid time in. I've been like
Yeah.
I've been going up to Riv and putting in good sessions with Mitch to get him back in stroke and everything, especially since I'm hitting the balls pretty good. So
Yeah, it has. But you know, he just couldn't find anybody who could back him for that amount of money. The only person who considered it was Preacher Ron, and Ron got cold feet, but he's willing to play Scott himself, and
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if I had the cash, I'd be putting him in that game. I'd at least have to see it and try it.
Well, with Ron was going to back Mitch 10-7. You know why they didn't play was because
Scott wanted to do a headset.
Scott wanted to do in a headset, and Ron just wanted to do like a race to
Yep.
7 or 8. You know, and I think it should be in a. You know, he's giving him 10-7. I think in a headset would be just better in general.
Yeah.
For not just for Scott, but you know, for the fans too to watch.
Yes, I mean, Scott just can play and play and play and play. The guy can last. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the score is 1-1 now.
Yeah, he does. That's what Scott does.
Well, you can't have everything your way. You can't get the weight and get the
Right.
short set too.
Right.
I suppose you want to play a race to 3.
Yeah.
I think it'd have to be a long race or in a headset. I mean, yeah, one ahead, right?
Yeah.
I want to see George and Ron play a big set of one pocket.
I would like that.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty interesting.
I think it'd be really good.
Because I think honestly,
I think
I
George has the edge because
he's got more talent than
Yeah,
Ron
he-
does.
yeah.
But Ron is I think Ron, if you play in a headset with him, it's gonna go a long.
Well,
time.
yeah, but
Yeah, he
and
can
but
play
in the
for a
long
long
run,
time.
George is gonna make that extra 2-3 balls than
Yeah.
Ron is.
Yeah, he did. But that was one day. I mean, they could
Yeah.
play tomorrow and it might be different. Ron called me up, was all psyched up about it. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I beat Trace Kane. It's like a feather in my cap, he said.
But who's gonna be starting to play good again? Everybody should watch out for Bernie.
Yeah.
Bernie Pennies is starting to
He
play.
played pretty good in that last one pocket tournament. Yeah, he's been playing, and he's gonna be putting a lot more time into
Yes,
it.
he will.
He's gonna. I think a lot of people are gonna be pretty surprised at how good he's gonna be playing.
No, I already know.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's not afraid to get in the box with Scott and play some cheap, because Scott will play cheap with you
Yeah.
depending on who you are. If he has respect for you, he's gonna play you some, probably like 20 a game.
Yeah,
You know?
not true.
And I mean, for 20 a game, you're playing a world champion. It's just like Efren Reyes. I heard he does the same thing. If you want to play him some 20
Yep.
a game, he'll play you. He'll give you a little handicap. Obviously,
Yeah.
not enough for you to
Of
win.
course, but,
you're
I
taking
mean,
the worst of it. But you're still
yeah.
playing.
Yeah,
the
you're playing
greatest
a
player
champ.
that ever lived. you
Yeah.
know?
Mitch and Scott, Mitch and Preacher Ron were going to match up, but Preacher wants 9-5 from Mitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How can you turn that down?
No,
Playing
like
somebody
seriously.
Like that. You know?
2 years ago, I was playing Alex Pagalian, 20 a game even. It was on the tar bar. And I mean, it just like he jumped up, just messed around. And there was like 6 of us. We're like, no, jump in, dude.
Yeah.
We're like, I'll fire 20 a game at you.
Yeah.
See how your pattern is. See what you do.
Who's backing Mitch? It's you, Mike. You're going to be backing Mitch. The 7-ball playing 9-ball and 10-7 playing one pocket.
Dude, I like that game. Like, I mean, I would get in on it if I had the cash, just to sweat it, just to.
Yeah. I'm gonna bet on Scott, but it ain't gonna be a lot of money. Maybe like 200-300 or something on each set.
No, actually, he was not drinking that day. He wasn't drinking till later on that night.
Nah, you just got to ask around, do your homework. You'll
Yeah.
find out. You'll find out there's going to be a lot of people from the left side who are going to come down and bet on Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
There will
Yeah,
be
there will be
10-7
a lot
in
of
the 7-ball.
there will be a lot of real action.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people betting on Mitch and Scott. That's what I mean. When that game happens, there might be more bet on the rail than in the middle.
Yeah.
If they're betting 2,000, people betting on the side like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, people will come from the west side to bet
Yep.
on him.
All
He's got
day.
a lot. He's got a lot of people on the west side who really like his game, and they ain't gonna believe that Scott can give him the 7-ball or
Playing
10-7.
Yeah, or 10.
You know, they're gonna be
no,
like,
yeah.
nah, it's too much, you know. And it might be, you know.
Well, not true. When he was doing that, he actually he was getting a job and everything, so it didn't really.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just that, you know.
That like Mitch was scared or Mitch
No.
didn't have the dough or whatever. Everybody had the dough, but Mitch had other responsibilities
Yeah.
to take care of.
And Ron just couldn't make the agreement with a set or in a headset. I think
Yeah.
that's a really minor stipulation. It's not that he doesn't like the game. Ron really wants to have things
You
his
got-
way.
yeah,
Ron is crazy like that.
yeah.
He wants everything to be exactly the way he wants it, or forget it.
Or he's not betting.
Yeah. It's,
You got Tony Confalone and Carlos. How do you say his last name? And it's 1-1. This is the third game.
a little.
Oh, he's looking to cut this ball inside. Maybe
He's got one of those funny angles where.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I think it'll be alright.
yeah.
He's got to hit it to the right-hand side of the pocket.
Yeah, he has to hit it really thin too.
Yeah. The right-hand side of the pocket, real
Yeah.
thin. Avoid the scratch here. Yeah, it's fine. And he takes a 2-1.
2-1 his break.
Yeah, I don't want to call it a lead.
Doing a
because they're both going to
6,
four.
yeah, going 6-5 race. Yes.
This match is over. I'm gonna get some breakfast.
Yeah.
Or lunch or whatever. By the time this is over, it'll probably be lunch. Oh yeah, they know better.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I noticed that there wasn't really any signs like around the casino or anything, you know, that was really promoting
Yeah.
this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, just saying, hey, if you want to watch, you know, watch some pool, you know, to go to this, you know, the conference center. They want to keep people in the casino gambling.
Yeah, of
They don't
course
want
they
to keep
do.
them over here watching pool.
No way, because there's no slot
Yeah.
machines or anything.
Yeah,
over
there's,
here.
you know, if they had slot machines in this room, it'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah, right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Right, and you're playing.
That'd be drive you nuts. Oh. When you do your homework, you'll see. I mean, what is Scott supposed to give Mitch playing 9-ball? The 6-ball?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
he
I mean,
does. The
seriously.
7-ball. The 7-ball is fair.
7
game.
balls, huge.
Yeah, 7-ball is. I mean, it might be a real bad game for Scott. It could turn out bad for him.
Yeah, I
The
can get some.
10-7 game. The 10-7 game.
It's gonna be rough.
It depends. You know, it depends on.
It depends.
Yeah, it just depends. on
Actually,
how,
you know what? It depends on how Mitch is shooting because Mitch is not gonna outmove Scott.
No, he's just
But
gonna.
Mitch is gonna have to outfire Scott.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. You know, he can run 7 balls just
Yes.
easily. Scott can run
And
10,
he's-
in my opinion.
exactly, yeah.
You know, he can run a lot of balls.
Yeah.
You know.
He's capable of doing it.
To be honest with you, it's not really about the money. You know, if the game happened and I couldn't bet, I would still want to see it happen.
Yes,
just
he
because
did.
it's two monsters.
Bobby is a run-out player. In 8-ball, he doesn't think the smart way. He doesn't think like you should in 8-ball. So, with Carlos playing smart, it beat Bobby up a little bit. I was watching the match last night.
You know, that game with Scott, even just say it would happen, but I couldn't bet on it. I would want to see it happen just because I want to see it happen. You know,
Yeah.
I just want to see what's gonna happen. I want to see if like, you know, if Scott can't get there or if he can. You know.
Yeah.
Because it's always interesting. It's always interesting to watch Scott outrun the nuts. You know, it might be possible that he can't. Well, Mike, I won't place a bet on the match between Scott and Mitch with you. I'll just let you do your thing.
Really?
I just want to see it happen. You
I'll
know?
do some.
I just
I'll
want to
do
see it
some real
happen.
action.
I want to be able to stream it, although.
Sorry. What's up, everybody?
Hey, the final's at 3 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I like my money in this.
How much?
They added 253 players. Three. We're all chopping.
Who?
So we'll make
Who?
money.
Who's?
Me, Jesse, and Susan added 250.
No, I'll sell you the streaming right.
Huh?
I have the venue, the equipment, and the premier player.
I don't know. I'll do some real action if it happens. I think my boy can get there. But, you know, you just never know with all the pressure that Scott can put on.
Well, I'm his manager.
Who?
Scott. Ask Scott, he'll tell you I'm his manager. Trust me, it's not a fun job to try to manage. God. When he told me I was a man, I said, "No, I'll pass. You have to give me like 25% everything you made."
Yeah, that was a really good shot. He hit that shot pretty solid.
I just met with the editor last night on that. He said it's 95% complete, besides some titles and the main menu and just a little bit of the last stuff we filmed. Too bad it was supposed to be out like 8 months ago. No.
Oh, there's 3-1. Tony going to 6. Carlos going to 5. Carlos broke. He had first break and he scratched, and Tony took advantage of that.
I stopped saying this month, Mike, about 4 months ago. Now look at it. I stopped doing that last month. I said, you know what? It's just not going to happen. Maybe this month, maybe next month. We'll see. No, we kept that. That was one of the last things that we filmed, actually, was that shot. That was to be added to the end game shots.
Sorry, not trying to have the guys hear me. I try to be as quiet as possible when people are playing. Just out of respect. Some people get a little frustrated when they have to hear other people. Yes, I do like my chances of getting in the finals.
It's a pretty crazy shot there. There's a lot of really interesting and crazy shots in the DVD, and there's a lot of shots, simple shots that anybody can do. You know, I don't want people to get the wrong idea and think that you have to be like Scott to make these shots, because you don't.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's 8-ball. Anything can happen. But I mean, anybody that plays, you know, good 8-ball or even good rotation should like their chances. But at 8-ball, anything can happen. So, like when I was playing Mitch, I believe I had a ball skid on me. I was shooting, a ball skidded, It just, it's pool, so stuff happens. But I do want my revenge. If I get in the finals, the kid's not winning.
I might start heating up the pool tables 20 years from now. They'd probably have to have like an internal battery system if they were to have like a heated table.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that they could charge them when they're not in use, and then just keep them on it and keep the table at a certain level. You know.
I like Mitch. I just know too much about both of them actually, and I mean, like I said, like I've grew up with Mitch since he was 12 years old. I know exactly how he plays, what he does, and like what he does. Like I've been around Bobby. The thing with Bobby, I mean, when he gets to going free stroking, I mean, the guy can play phenomenal, like
Yeah,
lights
he
out,
he just starts
perfect.
running
But
out.
but when you get
Well,
that
he's all
guy,
over the
you get
place
the
with his
guy
cue balls, yeah.
frustrated, and you get,
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's gonna fire at everything, and eventually he's gonna miss, and that's when Mitch takes control, if that ever happens. But I mean, I like it. I'd take Mitch. I mean, no offense to Bobby's game or anything.
Yeah. Oh, I think the Cole 8 playing 10 ball, Cole 8 playing 9 ball, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. You know what I mean? It's not going to make really any difference in the game. As opposed to playing even at that level.
I mean, the
running
8
out.
ball is like,
Yeah,
it's like if you get to 8, you're getting to the 9.
Yeah, for the most
I
part.
mean, yeah.
I mean,
So it's like, it's not a
gonna
big
come
spot.
Up once every.
I mean, the only good thing is like he can carry
5, 6 games maybe.
He can combo. That's
Yeah.
just gonna make a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just don't. I just think maybe the 8 playing 10 ball would be different. I think that would be the game.
The
That'd
8
probably
ball
be the
played
game.
it. Yeah,
That'd be a fairer game. for
maybe.
both.
Yeah, and 10 ball, it's all comes down to who's breaking better.
Yeah.
And Mitch has a phenomenal 10 ball break. I've been playing with him a lot lately and trying to get him back in stroke. And I've been playing him just for, just to do a lot with him.
Well,
I like to get my boy back in stroke, start hitting the balls like he used to.
well, Carlos needs to run. He needs to get out here. Trouble ball that I see there is like a 14 ball. What's up, bud? How you doing? So it's I think it's actually the 12 ball there. It's right by the 8 ball. Well, forget about that. He scratched, and it's going to cost him the game. Tony's going to shoot the 5 here, draw back, shoot the 7, the 2, and then the 6.
Oh, stripes, huh? I think I would play that stripe by the 8 ball first before I do anything.
He's a solid.
Oh, he's a solid. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I wasn't paying
You're going to draw
attention.
a 5 to 7, 2, 6. You get on 8, or, yeah, that's pretty much it, 2, 6. Draw back 8 in the same pocket.
That's a big
same
game.
corner.
Like, that's a huge game. Carlos needed to get out here to go 2-3 instead of, if he gets out here, it's 4-1.
Well, make sure your computer and your speakers are turned up all the way.
Are you talking about with Bobby? Is he talking about Bobby?
I don't know if he's talking about Bobby or not. Well, the only person that's going to have any real money behind him is probably going to be Scott.
That's going to be Scott. Yeah,
If
totally.
you're going to bet something, but I'm sure you can get like a $500 set with Bobby, So
Yeah.
Get something together like that. But
Yeah, but as in, like, if you want to bet a lot,
yeah, if you want to bet 2,000 to
I mean,
5,000,
the only other game you can get is with Mitch giving Preacher 9-5 like he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where the dough's at.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd probably bet a big set for 2,000
Yeah.
in that 9-5 game. That's
Yeah.
a pretty tough game. For
It is.
Mitch.
Yeah, it is a tough game. I mean, seriously, like 10-6, I think is
Would probably be
a fairer game
Yeah,
than
between those
9-5.
two. Yeah.
9-5 is just too rough. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
Yeah,
I
think
mean, 5 is definitely low, especially for Ron. I mean, but like I said, like when you have 2 balls by his hole and he's like, or 4 or 5 balls by your hole, and you're like Mitch, he's making those 5 plus he's getting out. You know, where with Preacher, he might only get 3 of those balls
yeah,
because of consistency. But I mean, 5 is just really low. I mean,
yeah.
Ron makes 2 off the bat. You know, that's 3, and Mitch doesn't have none. That's a huge spot.
Well, you know, and I'm telling you, like how Ron didn't want to have Mitch play Scott in a headset. If Ron plays Mitch, it's going to be in a headset. He's not
Yeah.
going to play him a race to 5 or
No.
6. He's going to want to play in a headset. You know, he wants it to go the distance for his money, and that's what you want anyway.
No, yeah, totally. But yeah, like Bobby, you could probably get a $500 set. Preacher Ron has most of the cash. You're not gonna get nothing with Gus, and Mitch probably won't play Gus. And Scott, I mean, there's a game, the 7 ball and 10-7.
Yeah, Mike doesn't want to be sitting there sweating bull for 30 hours.
It's 4-1, Tony.
They always say he who has the gold makes the rules, Mike, but you're not the only one with the gold, buddy. That's like
Rotation
Dippy
or
thinks that,
one pocket?
Dippy thinks that he has the money to make the rules, but hey, what about the other guy? He's gonna
Right.
make the money too, you know? I think that's funny.
One pocket, I believe, before Mitch stopped playing, I believe the game, he was giving Gus a ball. I might be wrong. It might be even, or he was given a ball. Rotation. Mitch beats Gus all day, even.
Well, I think Ron would probably play Mitch like a race to 8 for 2009-5 for sure.
Oh, for sure he's gonna take
But
9-5.
I think, and if they're and Mitch wants to go 10-6, I think you know you'd have to compromise maybe 10-6, 9-5 or something. You know, that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I just think like, I mean, 9-5 is just. I mean, that's damage control.
Yeah.
I mean, I think 10-6 is a fair enough game.
Yeah. Yeah. Gus and Mitch, I think Mitch would give Gus a ball, and Gus wouldn't have to like that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I think it would be a 9-8. I think they've played 9-8 before, and I think Mitch got there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch has so much firepower. It's like, I mean, the guy kicks well. He moves well. His cue ball control is solid. Even when he gets really bad out of line, you're like, oh, sweet, he's out of line, and then he just fires it in and gets out. It's just, that's who the kid's always been.
The score is 4-1, right?
Yes, 4-1.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on the score and the header. Yeah, guys, we're gonna have a good day of 8-ball here. We're gonna have the finals are gonna be at 3 o'clock. Nick DeLeon's gonna face the winner of this match. Mitch Ellerman's in the hot seat. We'll have Earl Strickland on after the finals doing his exhibition. I'm gonna mic him up and
Is it free?
you guys enjoy it. Yeah. They could send me some jelly, but it's
Yeah.
free. I'm gonna mic up I got the shotgun mic on the table, so you'll be able to hear Earl really well. It should be pretty good.
Yeah.
He's very entertaining, you know.
Yeah, I bet. That guy wouldn't get a dime for me.
Tony's probably get on side pocket of the corner here. Most likely the corner. Yeah, there he goes. Well, he went for that. I don't know. Guess it goes on the side. I didn't think he was planning on playing it over there, but where it's going.
You'll just have to wait. It depends how I'm feeling. Like, if I'm feeling good, I'm feeling, confident on my not like having a ball kiss the cute ball in the side pocket or the corner like it happened with Mitch. Then yeah, I mean, I have no problem breaking hard. I have nothing against it. It's just that I'd rather my opponent work to get out, and it'd be like a 3-hour match.
Oh, wow. That was big.
Yeah, that was huge. So Carlos really needs to get out here and,
Yeah.
try to take control. Of something, because his break's next, I believe.
He's got to get out here. I mean, the only ball, getting on the 4 ball correctly is basically the only shot that he really needs to worry about. And I think he will. I think it'll be all right.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, like if he draws his ball, or actually if he plays the slow roll, if he slows roll it, plays the one in the
I'd
corner.
roll down 4 right now.
Yep, I would take
Right
care
now.
of it right now.
Right now, I'd roll there.
Yep, this one right here.
There he
And
goes.
then-
That's perfect.
Yep.
And if he
And then-
came too far, he would have the
Yep.
1 in the side pocket or the
Yep.
3.
True.
He's good now.
Yeah, he gets these 2 balls out of there, and he's good. He should be out.
Yeah, he's fine.
Because if you're playing the other way, George, you're taking a risk of getting bad on that 1 ball. Ooh.
Oh, boy. Well, he hooked him.
Wow. I would have played the 1, just slow rolled it, and then played the 2 ball and come up and down.
Yeah, it's a 4, right?
Tony's his kicking game's really well. Like, I am really impressed with his kicking game. When I played him yesterday to play Mitch, I mean, I hooked him really good a couple times, and he just kicked the ball in. I mean, the guy kicks really well.
He's got to kick this in and make it.
Yep.
Otherwise, I would expect Carlos to get out, but we expect him to get out
Even
last
if as this
time.
ball hangs, it's still going to be tough out for Carlos. Thinking, just I can't miss. It's going to go.
Yeah.
If you play a lot of 1 pocket, you should like this shot.
Oh, boy.
Ooh. You got pretty lucky. See, I would play safe here, guys. I would,
Yeah, just go off the
I
edge
would-
of the 3.
I would go off the edge of the 3, put him on the in row,
Yeah.
and just let him try to fire. Because right now, he should be able to see that 4 ball to get out, but he can't.
Yeah.
And that's the key ball. I think Carlos will play safe, but it doesn't look like he's going to.
I ain't even thinking about a safety.
I mean, that's the first thing I would think about. Move to get that 8 out of there,
Yeah.
And he still got bad on the 5 ball. Oh, what is he? Oh, he's jacking up. He looks like it.
Yeah,
I would
he's
just
gonna
roll
try
it
to slide
forward and
down
play
to
the
the
4.
wall, right?
I guess. See, he didn't have to do that. at all. See, that's what I'm talking about. If that one doesn't go in that pocket, you have to play safe right off the bat. You have to get that. You have to move that 8 ball out of there. Oh, that would have been a bonus if he missed that ball.
Oh yeah. If you missed that,
Yeah.
probably been. I think he's okay here. I think the one goes.
If the one goes, he's good.
Yeah. For on the screen, it looks like.
Yeah,
go right.
it looks like it does not go at all.
Yeah. You can see it's the game. Oh, Tony goes up 5-1.
Oh, Tony's on the hill.
It's got to be frustrating because
Carlos
has
plays,
chances
yeah.
in this match. you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got to be frustrating.
Oh, breaking dry. That's. No, not even playing that 4 safe. He should have been playing that 3 ball safe. He was supposed to clip that 3 ball on the right hand side and just leave him up on the in rail and let Tony kick at it. That's the shot. You move that ball, you're out. You don't have to worry about that 1 ball. They took it off. They took it off.
No more measle.
I mean, regardless, he got perfect on that 1 ball. He should have never missed that 1 ball. But if it was me, I would have played safe on that 3 ball and let Tony kick 2 rails or 1 rail.
Well, we're definitely not seeing Carlos's game here.
No,
'cause
not
he
at all.
plays much better
Yeah,
than this.
he plays really good 8 ball.
Yeah, he beat Bobby yesterday.
Yeah.
He beat somebody who's very,
Actually,
Bobby would probably give Carlos a 7-ball playing 9-ball.
Yeah.
They're playing 9-ball on the big
Yeah.
table. I mean,
Yeah.
that shows you. I mean, he knows the game. It's just he's not performing. He might not be an early morning player. It's early morning for pool players.
Well, yeah, true, but it's a bar table. Carlos should be making that ball 9 out of 10 times
Yeah,
on a bar table.
and probably more than that.
Right? But I'm just saying 10 times. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
making it 9. You might miss if you're not focused.
You might miss it 5 out of 100 times.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe.
Yeah.
It's crazy. No, we're not behind any plexiglass. We're about 15 feet from the table, 20 feet.
Yeah. No, it's actually down 5-1.
Yeah, 5-1.
So Tony, if he gets out here, he wins.
And we have to be quiet. It's pretty quiet in here right now. As
Yeah.
it gets a little, louder, the music gets a little louder, and we're able to talk a little louder. But you can always turn up yours. You got to have surround sound on your computer,
Right? Or you just HDMI to your big screen, and you
Yeah,
just
right.
turn your TV up. You're solid.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to watch the live streams on a nice 50-inch or
Yeah.
60-inch.
I actually didn't know you can do that actually
Hmm.
until like a couple months ago. Brian, he's like, yeah, dude, you can hook your. I'm like, what? And then when I hooked that up, dude, I was watching matches. I was like, dude, this is solid.
Right?
Yeah. There's some like 8-inch laptop
Hmm.
screen. I got a big 65-inch at home, and when my buddy Brian told me about it, I hooked that up so quick. Looks like. I mean, you just roll it up, play the. Is it the 6 in the corner, 8 in the corner, and he's out.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's worried about.
Yeah, I would just roll up.
I mean, you just roll this ball up and play it in the corner, and 8 in the corner, and he's out. I would actually try to come short and not too long.
Oh yeah, that way, because
Yeah.
you'll just have a
You
little
just-
cushion on the
yeah.
but it ain't nothing. You don't need to get straight in on
It
each
looks like
ball
he's
or
going to try to stun the ball.
Tony's on the hill actually right now, so
Yeah.
that's perfect. He's fine. You just roll up and he's good.
And the race is going to be 6-5 against me as well.
How'd you pull that off?
I don't play BCA. Well, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to start warming up. I play in like a half an hour.
All right. Well, Tony moves on, and he's playing Nick in about I think they're playing at noon. What time do you guys play? 12 o'clock. All right. These guys are gonna be playing at 12 o'clock. That's in about 30 minutes, so you guys all hang in there. It's gonna be Nick DeLeon who's commentating with me versus Tony Confalone. 6-5 race. Tony has to go to 6. Huh? Yeah. Running out. All right, pool fans. All right, sport fans. Ready for some Ronnie Allen? Sure, sport fans. You want to listen to some Ronnie Allen? You got it.
I was telling the audience that I was trying to use
Go
my...
ahead. Tell them. Say hello. Hey, Carlos, say hello to everybody.
Hey guys. I was trying to use my my bear style technique, which is play dead and see if my opponent don't leave.
Yeah,
Didn't
right.
work too good. He played great though, and I dogged a couple cents.
Yeah, you had opportunities.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. There's
And
no doubt about it.
I didn't make a ball on one break, and he ran out on all of them except for one. So he's playing great. This will be a good match.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, guys, enjoy some Ronnie Allen for the next 15, 20 minutes.
Sports fans, it's Ronnie Allen again. We're sitting there telling those stories and I know a lot of you people don't gamble, some of you do, but there's another myth about, choking up and dogging that high-speed wobbles. It's all, fear. And some pool players don't bet their own money, they get back, And people think that the backers got all the worst of it. When they back people, they run around and they say, oh, I'm laying 2-1, all that. Well, I got a backer story where the backers didn't get the worst of it. It's a funny story. This happened in Orange County, and about 1992, a guy called Wayne, we nicknamed him Aloha Wayne, that was his name of his pool room, had a place there. Keith McCready from the movie Color Bunny, and Mark Vitor, Jack Cooney was all around there, all the greatest hustlers in the world. And Wayne get drunk and he'd stake someone or play. He didn't play very good, but he got it upstairs. Everything was 1,000 a game. So anyway, we're all in there one night and everyone left, and me and Wayne are dead drunk. Drank about 30 beers, and Mark Vitor is there. He's a big gambler, and Cooney wasn't there, thank God. And Perica's there, Jose Perica. So now Perica's sitting over there, and he busted, dead busted, and I'm dead busted. I'm talking about dead busted. I'm having to put my beer on tap. And so it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. And so Perica's sitting over there, picking his feet, got his shoes off, and we're all just sitting there. No one saying anything. Pretty soon, I said, listen, you bunch of nits. I said, we got 2 pool players here and 2 backers. I said, what are we waiting for? I said, how do you want to play some, Perica? Doom. I matched the game with him. I said, I'll play with both shoot one hand in one pocket. You give me 9 days. Perica looked at me. He says, okay. I said, okay, which one of you guys are backing me? Which one is backing him? $1,000 a game. So Mark Beachworth said, I'll back you, Ronnie. And so Wayne said, well, I've got no choice. I'll back Jose. All right, so we're both getting back. We go up there and play. Jose beats me 4 in a row. 4 in a row. I can't make a ball. So Mark Beachworth quits, cusses me out. I cuss him out, tell him he's a yellow belly California nit. How can you quit 4 games? I said, I'm not even sober yet. I need at least 8, 10 games. So now Wayne is so drunk. Wayne said, well, I'm not no nit. He said, I like your side of this game anyway. So we switched backwards right in the middle of the string. That's right. Now Mark Beachworth starts staking Jose, and Wayne starts staking me. Okay? I lose 4 more in a row. Perica went 8 in a row. True story here. Now we're sitting there, and now Wayne quits. Okay? So we played, now the joint started open. We played 3 or 4 hours. The time was like $40, $50. My beer bill was about $60. Wayne said, you played so bad, I'm making you pay the time. And I said, well, you got to put it on tab. So he put it on tab. I had to pay the time. Now, poor Perica over there, he went 8,000. 8,000 without losing the game. And he's sitting there scratching his head trying to figure out who he's going to get some money from. So he goes over to Wayne. He said, Wayne says, I went 4,000. You got to give me something. Wayne said, I didn't give you shit. I broke dead even. He goes to Mark Beachworth. Mark Beachworth said, I can't give you nothing. I broke even. Here Perica says he went 8,000. He never got a quarter. Now that's the worst backer story I ever heard. So backers don't always have the worst of it every time, okay? Anyway, let's go back to Johnson City. People don't realize what kind of gambling we were doing there. I mean, it was like 30 days of nonstop gambling. Anyway, this George Jansko had a brother called Paulie Jansko, and he wasn't near as smart as George. So we got to get ABC, White World Sports down there, and we started getting national publicity and everything. And so Paulie did a newspaper article in the St. Louis Globe, which St. Louis is about 100 miles away, St. Louis, Missouri, and we're down there in southern Illinois, 100 miles below St. Louis. And they did put it in the sports section in a big article. And he said, you know, it's like the chicken fight down there. Everybody just holds their finger up. Everything's 1,000, 5,000 a game. Says wide open gambling. We play. They printed it in the St. Louis Globe, right? Well, a month later, we're having the tournament. And this is just about 8 years after we've been having this tournament. So I was down there high rolling, playing good, betting everybody on the rail. And it seemed like there was just a bunch of strangers down there betting on anything. Anyway, I was just killing everybody. Every bet I made, I win. So this happened. This is why Johnson City is no longer Johnson City. What happened was they sent 30 FBI agents and 30 Internal Revenue agents down there to investigate and get evidence. So they were down there. They had me on tape about 40 times saying I'll come down here to gamble and rob everybody. And I don't know. Anyway, at the end of the tournament, they busted everybody. Come in with automatic weapons. They took confiscated everybody's money. And I had a date, and my friend had a single engine Bonanza, and he flew me over to St. Louis, Missouri. And I wasn't there when the bus come down. The next morning I come back, and Billy Cardone said, man, did you get busted? No. He said, well, the FBI had been in your room all morning waiting for you. I said, what are you talking about? He said, well, they were on a lunch break. I'm going to show you about getting lucky. So me and Lambert run in the room. We got rid of all our gambling paraphernalia and had a little marijuana. We threw that away. And we had about $26,000 stashed in the room. I gave that to Billy. All of our money in my pocket. I left myself with $1. Just about time Billy closed his door and I closed mine. Boom, 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 and here they come. Ronald Allen, yeah, you're under arrest. They charged me with 5 counts of interstate gambling, 5 years and $10,000 each count. They gave me 12 hours to get in front of the grand jury in St. Louis the next day. And now they went to the whole room, and they found me. they said that they had records that I beat the Internal Revenue out of 13,000 betting on the rail. they bet me as evidence. I beat them every bet. So now they're looking to confiscate their money back. I had $1. One little dollar. Boy, they were hot suckers.
They
Man.
want their money back.
They were really hot. They took everybody else's money, you know. So the guy presumably my little thing. Now I look up and a guy called Frank Bonham that I've been hustling golf with there at John City for years, and doing a lot of things with. He's in a room. I said, Frank, what are you doing here? Well, he's an FBI agent.
Oh my God.
And so they said, where's all the money? I said, where's all? I said, ask Frank over there. He got half of it. You know, they didn't like me at all. Anyway, I got a real good attorney, and we went in front of the grand jury. And interstate gambling, the law reads like this: it's up to the government to prove that you left one state to go to another state for the sole purpose of gambling. If they can prove that, you get 5 years for each count. I charged 5 counts of that. And they had me on tape saying the only reason I'm here is to rob everybody. And anyway, the way I beat it is a lot of these guys just took the fifth and just didn't say anything. But I filed income tax returns on playing pool and pool tournaments and paid my taxes. And I had my wife send all my statements for 10, 11 years, and Johnson City was down as one of my stops to go to earn my living. And the prosecuting attorney looked at that, and they just threw my case right out. Anyway, they didn't put nobody in jail. They kicked everybody's money back, and that's what happened to Johnson City. They never reopened. They confiscated the show bar and sold it for back taxes. And anyway, but that was almost my get put in jail story. This is Ron Allen again. I used to be on the road. It's still June here, 2006. We're still telling stories here, old true stories. And I used to go on the road with the guy that owned the carnival. I had 20% of the carnival in the summertime, and he always had 20% of what I did. And when we went on the road together, we had 50% apiece. Bob Lambert, a good friend of mine. He had a single-engine Bonanza, and I was even learning to fly. I had about 300 hours up there. But anyway, he was a pretty good pilot, you know, a little careless, but he just got off the carny for the summer, and he said, let's make a trip. So they were in gambling in a little town up in Medford, Oregon. There was a guy called Rosie Rosenbaum up there who was a force firefighter. And when he was in action, his planes got 1,000 an hour, 10 planes. When they were on the ground, they got 100 an hour. But he, big gambler. And a lot of action in a place called the Highway House. Anyway, Lambert was living in Phoenix. He comes and picks me up at Van Nuys Airport, and we take off. And we get to San Francisco. He said, you know, he said, I haven't partied. He said, let's stop here and party 2 or 3 days before we're going up there. He said, we got plenty of money. I said, okay, that's fine. I love San Francisco. So we got drunk for 2 or 3 days, chased the girls, got in the plane. Now, Medford's about 2 hours in the plane and right up the coast. So we took off. And like I said, Lambert's a little careless. He didn't fill up with gas. We had about a half a tank gas. So we're going right up the beach there, beautiful day. The whales are migrating, coming down. We're going right along the beach, about 4,000 feet high. And I said, you know, there's a little town up here called Eureka. So let's stop and fill up with gas, go have some lunch and martini and fly on in. I said, okay, cool. So we had a little hangover anyway. So we stopped, had a few martinis. We left a note. The guy was out to lunch at the airport, a little small airport. And we left a note, filled the thing up and checked the oil and everything. We'll be right back. We come back, the note's still there. The guy was gone. Pumps were locked up. So Lambert said, you know, we don't have enough gas to get up to Memphis. He said, let's turn and go back to San Francisco. He said, I got a chance to take that girl out that cocktail lounge anyway. I said, well, let's just stay here. He said, no, let's go back. I said, okay. So we jumped in the plane. It's only about 35 minutes back to Frisco in the plane. So we're going along there, and I look over the right, the ocean, there's a big fog bank, a humongous fog bank. I don't know if you guys have ever flown in fog, but it's the scariest shit in the world. You can lose your equilibrium. You can be going straight down and not even know it unless you're instrument rated. Anyway, we're going on there. I said, Lambert, I said, you better call and get to west. So they called San Francisco Airport, 328-0328. We're headed north. Give us a weather report. And he said, well, how far are you out? And we told him, he said, well, you got about 15, 20 minutes to get your butt over here. He said, this fog bank's coming in faster and the biggest one I've ever seen in my life. So here we go. We get about 5 minutes from San Francisco, and we look up, and we can't see her hand in front of her face. Lambert said, "Oh my God." He said, "We got to turn around and go back." We turn around, we're socked in, completely socked in everywhere. So he did one revolution, and he's trying to keep track of it. And we got our radio working, so we got a heading, with the VOR points. They show you the little direction it goes. We get out there and we get to somehow to the right of the mountain. There's a mountain line and to the right of San Francisco, about 11,000 feet. Some of them 9, 8. Anyway, we get below this mountain, evidently because our radio went out. Now we can't do anything. We don't know which way we're going or anything. So getting low on gas, scared to death. I call this my almost got killed story. Anyway, Lambert said to me, he said, "We got to go down as low as we can, and maybe we'll crash land on the beach." And I get high-speed wobbles, I almost break up, and he slapped me in the face and said, "Man, this ain't no time to dog it. I need some help." So I could navigate a little bit, so I got to charge out, and he's keeping track of doing revolutions around. We get down about 40 feet from the ocean, and it still fogged in. We can't see the beach. So we go up, and he said, "Well, I'm going to do what they taught me in school." He said, "When you're in trouble, go up." So we went up to 10,000 feet. Anything over 10,000 feet, you got to have oxygen mask. We don't have no oxygen, so we can't breathe. So we went down to 98 feet. Now we get ice on the wing. Well, you got about 3 minutes to burn the ice off the wings or you go down. So he did a nosedive, burnt the ice off, and he said, "Ronnie," he said, "we got to make a choice." He said, "I'm going to take an educated guess, and which way the airport is, we'll run out of gas." He said, if we hit the mountain, we got to go 9,500 feet, or some points like 11,000. If we hit the mountain, you won't know the difference. We'll be out so fast. And he said, if we don't, we might get lucky and get across over there and land in a field or something. Now, we was in trouble, buddy. We were really in trouble. And you know what is funny? I had $25,000 around and a money belt around my belly, and I turned around to Lambert. I didn't even know I said this. He told me later. He said, "You know what you said to me?" I said, "What?" He said, "If we crash, I hope some poop there finds us money instead of some supper." Like, who cares? Anyway, all my life, my dad got killed when I was 11. I've been on my own. Been a lot of terrible chances I've taken in my life, and always something happened to put me through it. So I've always kind of thought the Lord looked out after me. So anyway, we're going along there, and about that time, a plane missed us by about 100 feet. 747 had to be. I mean, we almost turned over. The turbulence was so bad. Bob said, "Well, we're getting close to something." I said, "Yeah, death." so now we don't have a transponder. Transponder is they get you on the radar and they guide you in. Okay, so about that time I look right straight ahead, and about the size of a football field on the right and the left is an opening, just like a clearing, and there's a runway in both of them. A runway, just like an airport runway. Boy, I said, "My God, I'll never look at this." About that time, another plane come by. Now the radio comes on, and this guy's squawking and to us, and Lambert gets on there and says, 3280, 32, Mayday, Mayday. I think where we at? He said, "You're over San Francisco Airport. Do you have a transponder?" We said, "No." He said, "Well, go certain degrees south to San Jose, 40 miles of land." Lambert said, "Listen, you better move those planes. I'm out of gas, and I'm landing this son of a bitch." So we're going down. He said, "Looks like we're on runway S7. We'll go down there. Boom, we taxi about 300 feet and run out of gas. Here comes the fire trucks and everything. They said, "Pilot, you going right in front of the board." Said, "What can I do for you?" And I said, "Take me to the nearest Scotch and water." So anyway, we stayed 2 more days, and got the plane, all sorts of things. We took off. Lambert said, "It's like riding a horse. If you don't get back in that plane right now, you'll never ride again with me. You'll be scared." I said, "I don't give a shit. I got some gamble on me. Let's go." So we got back in the plane, went to Medford, Oregon, jumped out. I went in, and I played a guy called Flyboy, James Spear. And James Spear was in the Air Force. He's a real good player. Now, Rosie Rosenbaum was going to stake him, so I jumped up there and played some 9-ball on the bar table, 200 a game. Well, I looked up. Nowadays, the people lose 2 games, they quit in the 2000s. I was 36 games loser to Flyboy, 200 a pop. And Lambert called me up on the back. He never said a word about my gambling. I mean, I played good, played bad. We made thousands and thousands together. Never questioned my ability or anything. Just took it like a man I did too. We both professionals. Anyway, he said, I've never seen you lose that many games to anybody doing anything. He said, I think that plane scare shook you up. He said, he said, we got plenty of money. Let's take a break, go fishing the Rogue River for a couple of days, trout fishing, and then come back and play them. I said, Lambert, God did not put us through all that and save us for us to come up here and let two suckers beat our brains out. I said, just drive me back to the plane. We had some more money in the plane. Went back to the plane, got some money. I got 2 Dexamils, little amphetamines. I got me a pint of cognac. I'll come back. I said, 400 to bet. That's right. I'm 36 games loser. I raised the bet. So Flyboy was wanting to quit because he was broke. He wanted to quit so he could get his head. You know what I mean? So and Rosie told him, no, you can't get nothing unless you play. Well, I turned it around. I beat 20 games. Now I'm 16 games loser. I'm 800 winner. So they quit. Flyboy quit. And then Rosie is a sucker playing pool. He got up there and I played him 1 inning against a 2 for 500 game. I beat him out of 10,000. So we finally went to the room. Next day we went steelhead fishing and caught a couple of fish. And we're flying back, and I said, man, I told him, I said, I've never seen 2 or 3 days like this. This is the most unbelievable thing I ever seen. And he said, yeah. He says, me too. He says, it just goes to show you, man, if you really try hard, you keep going. Anyway, I escaped death, beat the sucker out with money, and caught all the fish. So I hope you enjoyed that.
All right, guys, we're back. How's everybody doing out there? We'll be having a match for you guys shortly. I would say probably about 10-15 minutes. It's going to be Tony Confalone versus Nick DeLeon. 6-5 race. Tony's got to go to one more game. 6,000 added BCA PL Southwest Regional Championship here at Fort McDowell Casino, Scottsdale, Arizona.